Well, I'd written stuff before Gregor for various Celtic players, and of course you do put in where they ended up, their final resting place on this earth. And Brendan Sweeney from the association just phoned me and asked me would I be interested in joining, and I was very interested, and then he asked me to be patron as well, so I was really delighted to do so, because history, I like history in general, and Celtic history is always fascinating.
I was going to say that to you, because even your own book, A Line Looks Back, it was as much a history of the club as it was of your own career. You know, just what is it that fascinates you about Celtic history?
Well, it's a bit of a fairy tale. I mean, this club started to feed the poor of the East End of Glasgow, where we're standing today, and it just took off from there, and it was as though there was a guiding hand above it, because, you know, all the things that happened to it in the early days, there was a wee bit of kind of magic about them all, and then since then, you know, whichever decade you pick in Celtic's history, there's always been something unusual happened, and as you well know, when you're writing a story, the unusual is what you're looking for, and Celtic have had plenty of those.
Now we're standing here in the pouring rain in the middle of Dalbeth. When you see all these people gathered here on a day like this and marking the club and marking the history in such a way, is this what makes Celtic different?
Well, it is, because for a club to be successful, Gregor, you've got to have a continual supply of players, and you've got to be well controlled off the field. And for most of it, it's 123 years now, as from today, Celtic have had that. And, you know, they were lionised and feted when they played. And the next time you then fade into obscurity, and then when you die, you get a wee piece in the papers. And I think it's only right that, you know, your final resting place should receive some form of recognition. And that's what I think the Celtic Graves Society have been great in doing. And we start today with Dan Doyle, who was the kind of first Celtic superstar, came up from Everton in 1891 and was involved in straight away almost. They won the cup for the first time, 82, and then 2 league titles in the trot after that. And apart from anything else, Dan was a bit of a character. I mean, him and wee Jimmy in a night out, by God, that'd have been some occasion. But, you know, he was a typical Celt in that way, where he was a great player for the club, but had some issues as well, which made him interesting.